Hello and welcome to another episode of GC9 walkthrough. First of all, I must thank you all for supporting my channel and subscribing. I just passed 100 subscribers. That's a huge milestone for me. Thank all of you who watching the videos and also the people who let me post the videos inside the Discord channels and all of you supporting a Stronghold Kingdom community. Before going through the map, there is this special offer. Let's go through it. So this is the premium army boost. It costs 1200. So the ultimate random packs and army packs and the premium token, they cover the 1200. They sum up to 1280. And then we have wheel spins. These two wheel spins. So if you have these two wheel spins, you stand to get faith points. This is a level 4. That is a level 5. So level 3 is less than this and level 5 is more than this. Then here cannon strike, the price is 400 crowns and 10 random packs is 500 crowns and this is also 300 crowns. So together is 800 crowns. And let's go to the game. I got a message and I'm going to post that message as a short, exact chronology of what has happened from the eyes of House 10. House 19 hasn't informed me of their side of the story. Of course, if they explain their side of the story, I'm going to also reflect it in the channel. So let's start with North America here. About the map, let's start with North America. Here we have Alaska in the hands of our team. Still, there are a lot of fights going on here. You can see this monk is going here. And it's most probably is trying to kill the disease here. So here we have House 5 controls Northwest Canada. Southwest Canada is House 11. So here is still a fight going on. Coral Harbor is House 10. And in the Eastern Canada, there are not many enemies, just this parish with these two players which are not under ID. Here there are some more of them. So in Canada you can say it's still a war going on. We go to the USA. New York area is clear and also is south. Great Lakes is just this part is near to Canada, so there are some players from the House 19 Alliance. And then we have here the Midwest is clear. Mostly here we have some patches of enemies in the Rookies. And the West Coast is also almost clear. Here and there are a few of them which are not under ID also. But House 4, I'm not sure if they are our allies or not, but they seem to be friendly to in the past game. House 4 because of the House Muto, which is farmers, the farmers, they are really farmers, so they don't really involve in wars. Just people who want to sit out the game, they just get into House 4. So the Mexico, we have some patches of one player here, and then more in Central America we have some players in Guatemala. Then Panama is in the hands of House 16. House 2 is no more controlling it. House 2 also not controlling these countries, which is because they want House 11 to win and House 19 to be out of the glory race as soon as possible. So in the north of South America, we have some presence here. And yeah, House 6 controls Ecuador. Also Bolivia is in the hands of House 6. The rest is in our alliance. We have south of Africa. There is a big war zone here. Around Tanzania was in the hands of House 19, and there's a lot of fighting going on in this area. They poured down. They took Zambia and Zimbabwe at the moment. Zambia is in the hands of House 18. And then here we have in the Central Africa, we have House 9 controlling this area. Still war going on. West of Africa is mostly in our hands, but there are some countries and some players of House 19 here. And then we have Europe. Europe was in the hands of our alliance mostly, but then now House 15 still controls Spania. Not the country, but the counties. House 1 and Europe is a war zone, I can say, from this little going around. Balkans are relatively safe, but everywhere in the map you see House 19 has outposts. Germany and Netherlands are completely House 19. There's a huge England is a war zone as well. There's a lot of enemies in this area. Iceland and Greenland also, there is a few of them. That's the situation in Europe. In the Middle East, yeah, this is a huge war zone. Mostly here there are this side of the Middle East, from middle of Iran to the right, to the east, there is House 19 players. Here they are in Yemen, in Qatar, Dubai, and in Iran. There's a lot of them. Azerbaijan is empty of them at the moment. Also is Georgia. But they are present here, and they're in Turkey. And yeah, here is now you enter from the Central Asia and Russia, which is in the hands of House 10, especially Ukraine here. So when you enter Russia and China, you enter their land where they are farming. And you can see we have also some players here who have outposts. I mean, this is our ally, and then he has a vassal to our enemy. He might have, I don't know what is this. So he has a vassal to House 9. This guy is an squire, so one of them is a friend. In the other side, maybe they refuse to fight the enemy. He is also out of ID in the sea of enemy, so he's not an outpost. Take that back. Here we have Cato Marcus, another outpost of our here is, so Russia and China is mostly controlled by them, but you can see some of our players in this is Siberia I'm going through. So this is mostly their players, but some of our players are also present here. India is neutral at the moment, you can see, and southern India is House 19, and north of it is House 6. So this also considered House 19 land, because a lot of parishes are neutral and a lot of players are from the other side. Southeast Asia is almost cleared of House 19. Had a strong presence here in Southeast Asia, now it's gone. Australia doesn't have a king. The governor is Cato Marcus, I think. Yes, and I remember we had more parishes of House 11 here. Australia is also a war zone. New Zealand is a different story. It's our alliances players, except for this parish here, which is clear bomb base. King in Japan is Lord of Peng Peng. King of South Korea is also Lord of Peng Peng, and House 16 is controlling North Korea. And that's the whole map for you. Now we go to the glory race. 1.2 million to finish the race. House 10 has 414,000. House 11 has 100,000 and house 19 is following very closely to 73,000 with 73,000. So house 11's goal would be to kick house 19 out, and then they pass the lands to house 10, so the house 10 finishes the first era faster. Second era, when it comes, the amount of faith point required to interdict your villages increases, and by that time you would want to have a resource of faith points to cover your, or you have to have a stash of cards to card your castles for attacks. That's all for this video, and I thank you again for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate that, and I am happy to be a part of the community. I hope I can create value content for you, and let me know in the comments if you need anything or if you want me to cover something for you. Thank you for watching, and until the next one.